And the team events continue with the female board relay final. Once again, the locals, Alexandra, Headlands, Jack, they'll be one to watch, but we've got a crack field here with the most powerful clubs in Surf Life Stadium.
Yeah, there's a great field here, Josh, with Northcliffe at the front end. We'll see Noosa as well. I'm going to go with the girls from Newport. They had a win in the ski relay, same team. We'll see how they go here in the board.
You'd expect Noosa to do well. They came first and third in the board race, but those girls are not lining up. You won't see Mercer and you won't see Higginson. One girl you will see is Liv Hall for Kurrawa. She's on and away. In the centre of your screen there, it looks like Zoe Heiniger from North Burleigh up and over at the moment. And Amy Nerthen on the far left just sneaks around that wave as Heiniger goes off. So this little inshore break starting to make a difference in the races. Liv Hall starts to wind things up for Kurrawa. Didn't have the result they wanted in the ski relay. I'm sure they'll do a whole lot better here in the board relay. And she's on the tail of Amy Nerthen at the bottom of your screen. Amy, very experienced in the board relays. Formerly of Terrigal, moved to Mooloolaba, now down at Currumbin, following her coach, Michael King, and one of the best board paddlers in the business.
She's a great board paddler, Josh. We've seen her feature fairly heavily in women's board paddling over the past few years, and she has done very well at the national titles. I think a couple of medals there has set Amy up very well as a board paddler.
That's for certain, but Liv Hall starting to push the pace on the outside. She knows how important it is. If you're on the outside there going around the cans, you're going to have to paddle either faster or further, and she tried to do both there, but Amy Nerthen just got the arms out in front, blocked her off a little bit and stayed in the lead on the inside. Northcliffe in second, North Burleigh third. Looks like Noosa in fourth there. Liv Hall trying to get herself in the mix, had a bit of an injury in the last 12 months with that ankle, so it'll be interesting to see how she runs after this board leg, but it's not hurting her at the moment as she goes to the lead. So Liv Hall lifts. Oh, the board goes a little bit sideways there, and Amy Nerthen makes the most of the runners. So that small mistake from Liv Hall has cost her a full board length, but she's making up for it. She's jumping straight on Amy Nerthen's tail and going hard at it. Amy Nerthen in with her sister Carly Nerthen, and then Kirsty Hardstuff, the new transfer from over at Perth. They'll be really tough to beat here from Currumbin, but the young gun Liv Hall really trying to mix it with them, and the rest of the field, they're not up to pace at the moment.
We see gaps opened up with Amy Nerthen and Liv Hall chasing. Liv Hall's going to have to try and stick with Amy Nerthen here. We saw her make a little mistake earlier where her angle of her board wasn't going with the ocean. That pulled Amy Nerthen away, and Amy Nerthen has put in the big ones. She might come down this little wave out in front with Liv Hall missing it off the back, so it's Nerthen. A great paddle in leg one of this board relay.
Reward for effort for Nerthen. Reward for effort as Liv Hall sits up. She's forced to wait for a wave. She'll be filthy after that one. So Nerthen put in the hard yards around the can, took the inside line, did all the right things. This is what you got to take notes of if you're a young gun at home. A great performance in the lead off from Amy Nerthen. She'll come round that transition. The transition's still long here today. It makes such a difference if you can do them well, and Newport's up in a second with Maddie Spencer, so great job there. North Burleigh in third, and where's Liv Hall? She's dropped back to fifth place, so maybe that ankle's playing up just a little bit. We know how hard she worked to come back from the injury. So Kirsty Hardstuff, formerly of the city of Perth, now at Currumbin on the Gold Coast in the lead and really going hard at it as a few waves start to break here at Alex.
Yeah, these girls have got to get themselves through this little break, and they might get hit by one or two, Josh. They'll find themselves out in that clean water out the back. Kira Kinsey, another noted board paddler. We saw her in the board race. She's chasing the girl from Currumbin, Hardstaff, as best she can.
Kira Kinsey's been in everything so far this morning. Board final, board relay, ski relay. She is all over it, and she's doing well at the moment. The Iron Woman, we saw her take out round 9 of the Summer of Surf all the way down south in Victoria last year in the Iron Woman event. She's a star of the future, making her way up to the Gold Coast, and she's really trying to chase down this Currumbin club. So it's Currumbin, North Burleigh, and then Kurrawa in third. Newport, where are they? They're in the mix there somewhere. They've got the team of Minogue, Spencer, and Miller, so they will be definitely ones to watch when Georgia Miller jumps on the board and gets this thing moving. But out in front, Kirsty Hardstuff, she's coming in, she's handing off to Carly Nerthen. Carly Nerthen would have to be the best Summer of Surf competitor we've seen over the last 2 seasons. She has been in everything at every round, in every race, and she's been on the front end. She knows what it takes to win races, so if she can hand off to her with only the smallest gap. You'd expect her to round it up, so it's now or never for Kira Kinsey and the North Burleigh club.
Yeah, Kira Kinsey's got to make sure she works hard here. And as you said, Josh, with Currumbin paddling out, Kirsty Hardstaff in front, handing over to Carly Nerthen, it's going to be very hard for these clubs to pull her back. Carly Nerthen, a star of the future, exploded onto the scene last year in the Summer of Surf, and they're going to be hard to beat now.
It looks like Currumbin pushing for waves here. Kinsey's found one as well. She's found a runner, but will it turn into a wave? The gap closes. Kinsey's up with a leader. What a performance there. So we've got Currumbin and North Burleigh. It's a Gold Coast 1-2. They just down the road from each other, and now they have to run. The hardest thing in surf life saving. You've just busted your gut for an entire leg, and now you've got to do the transition. They make their way through the shallow water. A few potholes starting to develop, so the girls will have to be careful, and now they're up and gone. Hardstaff, she is up and around the turning flag first. Kira Kinsey hard on the hunt in second place, and where's third? Where's Newport? Where's Kurrawa? There's Carly Nerthen. She knows she's got a job to do now. She stands back, grabs on, and she is gone. It looks like Larkins there for North Burleigh will go in on the hunt. So we've got a race in two at the moment. Probably not as experienced as Carly Nerthen, but it doesn't matter now. You've got your teammates have set you up. You're in second place. You're going in against a competitive animal in Carly Nerthen, and you've got to get the job done.
We've seen Carly Nerthen get over a couple of little waves there while Larkins gets hit. That's going to open this gap up for Nerthen. It might give her an easier paddle around those cans.
That's the last thing she wanted as she was heading out to see the gap to open up. The best possible opportunity was for her to stick on and hold on. As Nusi McCarthy there goes for Kurrawa, sorry. So she's got a little bit of work to do. She might be able to swing themselves up into second place, but look at the focus on Carly Nerthen. Look at her eyes. She's not looking around. She's just looking out to see Georgia Miller and Alex Nolan there for Northcliffe and Newport back in fourth and fifth, trying to get onto the podium. And have a look at the shots there of the Sunshine Coast and Carly Nerthen, a place she knows very well. Spent a lot of time here training under Michael King at the Mooloolaba Club. That's off in the distance there, so she knows a lot about this area. She's trained here a few times before, but now she's down on the Gold Coast. You should expect her to really ride this one home, and look at the gap she's opened up in only half a board leg. This is an impressive performance.
Well, as you said, Josh, she knows the water of the Sunshine Coast very well. Spent a lot of time here, spent a lot of time out in this ocean. She knows exactly what she's got to do to get herself home.
It's been an impressive paddle so far from Carly Nerthen. The real race might be on for second place. We know this in the Summer of Surf. Every race counts. Every place counts. You want to get your team to the top of the overall point score. Carly Nerthen has just obliterated this field in one final leg. Now all she needs is a wave to drive this home. As the runners come, she pushes, lifts the rating, and puts on an absolute masterclass of board paddling there for the Currumbin Club. Carly Nerthen grabs the back straps, rides it home, greets her teammates as a victor. They set her up, and didn't she drive it home?
Oh, you spoke about the back straps, Josh. That's something that Coach Michael King, we've spoken about him before, the Gladstone surfer, would have taught her.
Definitely all about safety first, safety first. Don't take any risks at all. So this is where the race is on, and they're coming from behind. They're coming from behind. Kurrawa's down the wave. Kurrawa's down the wave, so it's a race in two. They grab the back straps. Oh no, has she gone off the back there? Oh, that wave just picked her up. A huge mistake. So as Carly Nerthen crosses the line in first place, the race is on for second place. We'll have to look back on who's coming up the beach. There's Northcliffe there in fourth. Northcliffe B are in fifth. But what about second place? Where are they? We saw Kurrawa come from the clouds on a wave. North Burleigh had an absolute shocker, and it's Kurrawa. Kurrawa will finish in second. So the girl from North Burleigh will not be happy with that performance. Small mistakes are everything in relays. So it is Currumbin 1, Kurrawa 2, North Burleigh in 3. Georgia Miller trots across the line in fourth place. Taking a look at the results, dominant is an understatement for Currumbin, Hardstaff, Nerthen and Nerthen. Kurrawa and North Burleigh round out our top three. Newport never really got into the race with that one, couldn't do back-to-back ski and board relays. Northcliffe pair rounds out our top five.
Yeah, it was a good start. Got my own little wave out in front, so good start for the girls, and I know they can hold on, so it's pretty good.
And you held on well, went hard.
Yeah, it was good. Just lucky she gave me a good start.
And what about the final? Last leg? What's that? No, it's good going last. You either get the girls that get heaps in front, so it's pretty much just to hold that lead to get to the finish.